Come on. Oh, yeah.
Hola! You saw a little bit of the Planet Glee intro song, I Want to Be Planet Glee. Just wanted to let you know that I have a contest out. I want to change the name of Planet Glee. I want to keep the word planet, but I think, I've used the word Glee for my last name since 2000, the year 2000. And I see when I go on YouTube that it's always, my show is always with this other show, uh, you know, I don't know, major network show called Planet Glee. Called Glee. And my show has nothing to do with that. So I want to keep Planet, but I want to take off Glee. And I'm going to take Glee off my name too. And so if you want to call in today, it's 415-861-6648 on your screen. And I'd love to have some suggestions about a new planet what or a planet So when you have the chance to think about it, I've been thinking about it a lot, but not coming up with what I really want. And meanwhile, we have a guest. You see his name there. It's Chris Howe, and he is right there in the two shot. I want to put him in. I don't know why it's not showing up. There you are.
There we go. I'm looking at that camera there. All right.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, we have 3 cameras.
So, my name is Chris. My musical act name is Norway House.
So, if people go to see you at a show, you'll be on Norway House?
It depends on my mood. If I've had 1 beer, I might remember to say Norway House. If I had maybe 3 beers, I might just call myself Chris and forget. So I'm only on. This is my first glass of wine, so I'm Norway House today.
Yeah, we're having a party here today, so.
Oh, am I allowed to do that?
Not really, but
No?
it's okay. It's
I'll
because
hide.
yeah, thank you.
That was water, anyways, so it's fine.
Not really.
We were just joking.
Yeah, of course. It's party time over here at Bayvac, so that is okay. Wondering why I can't get a 2-shot up. Do you want to go ahead and strum away? I need to figure out some things on the board.
Okay, yeah, I'll start my song. You can figure out the board, and then I can explain the song a bit after.
That'd be great.
As a preface, the song is actually about this guy. I don't know if everyone remembers who this is. So if you recognize that face, this is kind of what the song is about, although you may not recognize that from the song lyrics.
Yeah, he was a president before the president that we now have. This man here.
That man, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So this song
We're
is
not
called,
saying his name.
This song is called 7 Years. Tell you that it's all alright. I tell you that it's half the fight. You've had 7 years, broken all to tears. You've been on a roller coaster, and all you needed was the most. You've had 7 years to lay out all your fears. Well, I would love to say that you were right on time. us to the end of time. You had 7 years, broken down to tears. Tell us that you've done your best. You tell us that we all should rest. You had 7 years, stuck in second gear. Well, I would love to say that you were right on time, but I still believe my dreams are fine. But I would love to say that you were right on time, but I still believe a broken heart, broken heart, broken heart, broken heart, broken heart.
Woohoo! Wow, that was really good. Thank you. Oh my God. Yeah. That was about George Bush, huh?
So what I did was I have this whole album, and it's called the 912 Project.
Okay.
It was inspired by something Glenn Beck. Glenn Beck, you know who Glenn Beck is?
I've heard the name.
Okay, so he.
Jazz person?
No, that's that must be somebody else.
Okay, go ahead.
Glenn Beck was a Fox News personality.
Oh.
He's very insane. He's very crazy, and he left Fox News. Now he owns his whole network.
Oh, what's it called?
Glenn Beck TV.
Ew.
Anyways, he put a call to action for this 912 project, and I thought this would be great to come up with this environmentally themed. I was really involved with this peak oil movement at the time.
Uh-huh.
Well, not so much involved, but interested in learning about it and promoting it.
Was this in Canada?
No, this was here. This is in California. So this is around 7 years ago, and
Okay.
so I came up with this concept for this 912, and this is the album cover for the 912 project. So if you can see, there's the World Trade Centers here and two monsters throwing a paper airplane at it.
Oh, did you design that?
No, my friend Kevin did. He's also Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
Only Canadians could get away with an album cover like that, probably. But it's a giant picture he has in his living room. So I just took a picture of that and used that as my album cover. But the song is kind of centering around the wasted 7 years that Bush spent after the 9/11 attacks, when I thought he could have been, taxing gas, putting out huge environmental efforts to get us away from foreign oil, because we were attacked by, I think it was 8 Saudi Arabians were on the planes, and why did we not use that time as a call to action to fight against oil, rather than what Bush did was go to war with Iraq and Afghanistan, which I thought was completely the wrong decision.
Well, that brings up something that I really do not want to see stop, and that is I want to see. I still want to see demonstrations for equality, justice, taking people who are behind bars out of prison, people who are being shot 1 million times. That happened under Bush, but because Bush was doing all this other, horrible stuff, I think the media is picking on Obama because Obama is African American, and I feel like he is such a Obama is such a sigh of relief compared to Bush. Bush for me was a complete embarrassment. Always, was. I don't really want to see his picture,
No,
to
you
be
don't wanna see his
honest.
picture anymore.
I'm sorry.
I was
Yeah.
having fun looking up his pictures this morning.
I grew up, with him having been in power, and I just don't like that guy at all. So, I'm sorry, I'm censoring you. I didn't want to do that.
No, it's okay. I don't like Bush either. The song was not a pro-Bush song.
I know. I'm going to take us to your Norway House website, and we could have it maybe in between us. also. I don't know.
So this is my Facebook page. You can see there's my, that's the same album cover on the top with the World Trade Center picture. And my, one of my newer albums, KG, I put as the
It's
profile
on our
picture.
shot too.
Oh, there we go, yeah. So I have I'm coming out with about an album every 6 months.
Wow.
So I'm trying to be as productive as possible. I don't know
Great.
why, but I just feel this need to be productive.
I listen to your SoundCloud
Yeah.
stuff. Is that your newest stuff?
Yeah, I have my SoundCloud here
Can
and a
we see?
Bandcamp page,
Yeah.
but I put songs as I record them on the SoundCloud page. So if you look for Norway House on SoundCloud, you'll find all these songs. I try to do like Brian Wilson had the idea of Teenage Symphony to God. So my idea was more like maybe early 30s Symphony to God. So like throwing back to the 90s. So it's a lot of like 90s rock, but with like heavily produced like sonic
Okay.
cloudscapes in the production. So what you're getting right now is really just an acoustic performance. But if you listen to the stuff on the internet, it's much more elaborate and can draw you in a lot more probably.
I listened to Made to Love with the Heart, and I listened to Way Back.
Those were old ones. Those were very old. Those were like. Maybe
What are
like,
your
those
newer
are about
ones?
10 years old. I just kind of mix it up. Between Us
Oh, I
is
see.
Between Us is much newer. Plans Change at the top, the first one there. That's a newer one.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm coming out with usually recording about a song a week.
How do you feel about being Canadian and living here? Does that affect you in terms of your music? Do you feel a little bit removed?
I mean, California is probably the most Canadian state.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel too far removed. And the
Okay.
culture, there's not too much of a culture difference, I would say.
Okay.
I think the healthcare system in Canada actually is a real boon for artists because you can try and become an artist and not worry about your health and having that having a disastrous financial impact on you. Whereas in this country, we have Obamacare now, but even with that, it can still be quite costly and risky. Whereas in Canada, if something happened to your health and you were an artist and you didn't have a lot of money yet, and you were just starting out, you'd be okay because it's fully covered.
How does one become a Canadian?
You need some probably discernible skills that Canada wants,
Okay.
which
I
probably
understand.
mining engineering because there's a lot of stuff to mine there.
I thought the what's it called?
Tar sands.
Tar sands is it still going on, or has it been is it in limbo?
It's everything is I don't know what's going on with everything right now since oil prices have dropped so much.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they have to come back up at some point. We have a finite supply of oil. In fact, I have another diagram that I brought. Well, this one is much too small, but it's basically showing
cute,
it's showing the usage of oil of mankind over the entire history since Jesus Christ, which is here at the 0 point. And you go 2,000 years, and we didn't use really any oil.
Uh-huh.
And here we're using up all the world's oil supply within this short period of time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like it's vastly undervalued. Like, this is, like, the most useful thing that mankind has ever discovered. This, like, all this dinosaur energy that's just been stored up for, millions of years at our disposal that can help us produce such amazing things. And we're just, the amount that we spend on it is trivial. Like, the amount of energy that a gallon of gas can get you.
Okay. I'm gonna. Do you want to play the song
let's do
that
another
you were
song.
talking about, and then I have some questions I want to ask you, but I want to hear you play too, because
Okay.
you're really great.
Okay.
Great guitar player, great singer.
So this is one of the songs I did on a weekly challenge. So this guy Casey Turner hosts a weekly song challenge, and this is one of the songs for that challenge. I also submitted it for that NPR contest, although I did not win. The fantastic Negrito beat me out.
Oh, really? Who's that?
He's a guy in Oakland, actually, but it was a national contest, but I did not win. But I thought I had a reasonable chance. Maybe I'll give a better performance here. So
Cool.
It's called Stop Time. You can find it on SoundCloud. heads full of snow. Seashell eyes, trying to piece together all of these lies, but I can't make these words synthesize. I wish I could stop time. I wish people thought I was dumb. Evelyn, I will take my time writing this out, but I can't say what it's about. Vacant lines, trying to hide behind all these rhymes, and I'll write my name 7 times. Nobody told us what to talk about. Nobody told us that we could live our lives, and I wish I could stop time, and I wish people thought I was dumb.
Yay! I listened to that song this afternoon. That's really a beautiful song.
Thanks. I don't think I performed it with justice there. My fingernails are always. Finger picking is a very challenging activity with managing your fingernail length.
Yes, I'm not good at it at all, and
I haven't been doing finger picking. I used to do it a lot, and then only recently picked it up again, and I just kind of getting used to it.
yes, I think it's definitely it's a required acquired art. You know, it's not easy. I played this week myself bass. You know, bass is so much easier.
You played finger pick bass?
No, I can't. I can't use my thumb.
You're
No,
doing,
I
like,
just
slap and funk and everything?
No,
Okay.
no. I was jamming to a kind of like shoegaze,
Oh, okay.
sort of like a happy song that's actually has a dark side. That's what it was. I want to introduce someone. This is actually the first time that she's been on the show, and she'll be on the show for a while. I think I'll move over so that you can get into the shot. This is Jackie. Are you in more? Move on in more. Thank you. Jackie, you want to tell us how you made it to Bayvac?
I'm an SF State student, and I'm just here interning for the semester, and so I'll be here helping out on the show.
Great, great. Yeah. In fact, you can move over a little bit more so you can be in the shot. And yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. And yeah, stay in the shot, please.
Okay.
Move over a little bit. Yeah, good. And we all have our mics. Nice. So what I wanted to ask you was, has Canada ever had a problem with racial discrimination or the criminal justice system having taken things too far? Or
I mean, we don't have the scale of the United States. I mean, the United States, especially with like African American, Latino populations, the problem that have been instilled for generations. Canada has it only really on a small scale, but I would say with like the Aboriginal population there. So my band's name or my artist's name is Norway House. It's actually a small town up in northern Manitoba.
Mhm.
I think you were looking it up. And
yes, I did on Wikipedia.
and they have a large Aboriginal population, the Cree Nation, that lives there.
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
My dad actually spent time in his adolescent years growing up there, living and working there. my grandfather was installing telephone communication lines there. It's a town of about 5,000 people, but there's just a lot of racial tension, especially like Winnipeg was voted one of, the most racist, or not racist. I forget what the word was, but it was there was disparity problems between the Native community and the rest of the community, and that's just something that has to be worked out still.
In a Canadian way.
In a Canadian way, so we'll be polite about it, but it still needs to be addressed.
And there won't be guns.
Yeah.
Right?
No, they have some guns.
But not like shooting someone 7 or 8, 14 times.
Well, they had that guy who came into the Parliament buildings, which is our version of the White House, and he shot a couple. He shot someone in the military, and he shot a police officer, I think.
How long ago was that?
Maybe 6 months ago, I think.
Really?
And then the sergeant at arms of the Canadian government shot him down and killed him.
So he had a gun, and
he had a gun too, and he killed this guy. He took out the sergeant at arms. No, he has to. He's the man. He controls the whole.
Bye. Sorry, we're over. The 22 minutes goes by so fast. That's
is it 22?
That's the
no.
That's the show clock.
Oh,
6:22.
No. Is it over?
Yes, already.
Oh, for some reason I thought it went till 6:30.
But I don't even think we hit record. Yeah. We're still recording. We'll wait till he comes back. Maybe
Okay.
I'm sorry you can't play another song, but you can always on Saturdays I'm here, so we can always record a song, record a show, and figure it out more centralized around your music.
Okay. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It was still a good show.
I thought it was a great show. Yeah.
I didn't really
I'm
practice
not
the
letting
last
it
song
go.
anyways.
Thank you for being so polite and